You're listening to the Loveish Podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. Sita Hood, vision architect and licensed therapist. Each week, I'm going to help you to develop the belief and strategy necessary to make an immediate impact on the world by deep diving into topics like mental wellness, faith, relationships, and you guessed it, love. I should mention before we hop into the show, this is not a substitute for a relationship with a licensed therapist. Welcome to the special series, The Holiday Hype. In this series, we're focused on releasing old narratives that make us dread the holidays, embracing new perspectives and traditions, and getting hype for our newfound freedom. Grab your mug, your notebook and pen, and let's get hype! Ain't no lie, baby, bye, 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 bye. No, you were supposed to jump in at that part. Ain't no lie, baby, bye, bye, bye. But you got to pull your hands out like, oh, what's up? How you doing? We're just over here preparing for the holiday performance, you know, annual holiday tradition. What are you doing for the holidays? You not hyped yet? Come on now. How many episodes in are we to this series and you still not getting hyped for the holiday? Okay, so if you are not quite there yet, I got you. Don't you even worry. I am Dr. Sita Hood, vision architect and licensed therapist, and also the host of this podcast. I'm just playing around with y'all. You know that? I'm just playing around. Okay. How are you sparking some holiday joy? It is essential that you put forth an effort to spark joy. Remember when you were younger and the holidays used to excite you, or at least one part of the holidays used to excite you? You were excited about little things like sitting around and watching TV with your family or friends, or if you were in our family, then you might have had a little dance routine that you prepared or singing routine or something that you couldn't wait to practice with your cousins. Okay, girl, you get in line. 1, 2, 3. Okay, turn. We still do that to this day. Okay. Maybe you remember helping your auntie bake in the kitchen, or maybe because it was the one time that your family felt like a family, you miss when you guys used to sit down at the table to eat together. And at some point, life switched things up and you realized you're the adult. You realize that you are the one that has to create traditions. You have to be the cool auntie. You got to be the cool mama. You got to be the daddy whose turkey is the bomb when it come out the oven. Like, ooh, that's a lot of pressure. All of that would be cool if you actually had your life together. Just the problem with that. If you actually lived like an adult. But like, how can you possibly create holiday memories when you feel so overwhelmed, when you feel so exhausted, and you're fighting just to show up and be okay every day? I hear you. I get you. This episode is for you. I want you to know that cultivating joy amidst hard times is entirely possible. I didn't say it was easy. I did not say it was easy, but I said it was possible. So in this episode of the Holiday Hype, we are talking about creating holiday joy, creating memories for the holiday, lifelong memories. What's in your mug today? Again, we just have some regular old donut shop coffee here, but donut shop coffee be hitting, okay? And this is one of Starbucks travel tumblers this year. Super cute. Could not leave it in the store. So cute. Do you collect mugs? Do you collect tumblers? Let me know. Okay, getting back to it. I want you to think about a wedding, your wedding or somebody else's wedding. I want you to think about all the little details that there are to plan. And a lot of people, depending on the size of the wedding, take 6 months, a year, 2 years. It really just depends because weddings are a lot to plan. But you got to think about the dress. You got to think about photography. You got to think about seating charts. You got to think about schedules, flights for people, time of year. You have to find a venue. You have to think about menu for the venue. You got to think about if you want a buffet style or family style, plated style dinner. Do you want open bar? Do you want cash bar, closed bar? What do you want? How do you want things to go? Now, amidst all the details of planning for your wedding or the big day, we already know that something's going to go wrong. That's why when you are making the initial plan for your wedding, you're also planning for the plan to go wrong. You're making plans just in case that plan does not work out. You are choosing, okay, so if this venue doesn't work out, this is the one I want to go with. If something happens to my dress here, don't even trip because we got a sewing kit on deck and a seamstress in the back. We can work with that, right? Some people even hire 2 photographers just in case one person's pictures don't turn out how they want it to be. Understand completely, right? And when people look back to their wedding, even if there were 50 million things that went wrong, they still remember it as a happy day. One of the happiest days of their life, 9 times out of 10. What's the key here? They choose to create joy regardless of what is happening around them. And you can do the exact same thing with the holidays. And we're going to start right now. No matter what's going on, no matter what goes wrong, no matter what went wrong, I want you to choose joy, choose happiness. And just like a person on their wedding day, they choose to forget all the bad things that happened and to relish in all the good things that happened that day. For example, you married your best friend. You married somebody that is your person. You married into an amazing family. The weather was gorgeous that day. So for me, it actually rained the morning of my wedding, but the day still turned out to be absolutely beautiful. By the time my wedding came around, the sun was shining, the birds were chirping, the weather was perfect. It was an amazing time. So I kind of remember that it rains most often, but that's not the first thing that pops into my head when I think about my wedding day. And it's because our brain can forget those little details of the things that went wrong if we allow ourselves to release it and let it go. So it doesn't matter what has gone wrong in the past. I want you to intentionally work to choose joy. Do not get thrown off by what has happened, okay? Joy is the true version of happiness. It is the deeper depth of happiness. It's an active choice. Happiness is just like, oh my God, I got my red cup. Woo! Yes, got the cup. Woo! Right? You're happy about that because it's something that happened to you to make you happy. Versus joy, actively choosing every day, like, you know what? I'm reflective and my life is actually really great right now. Like, I've come so far, even if I'm not where I want to be. Everything is not perfect, but I am going to choose to see the best in this situation. So the first thing I want you to do is remember that it's super exciting because you get to dictate how things go moving forward as the adult. Now, one side of the coin is scary. The other side is you get to choose how this plays out because you're in charge. I'm in charge. Okay. If y'all caught that reference, let me know. I'll be doing a lot of references in here because, we just like media. That's why we have a media queen segment. Like, I'm in charge. Okay. We're going to get back to the show. But the first thing I want you to do is imagine your ideal holiday, considering all the circumstances right now. Maybe things are so far from how you planned them to be in this moment. Maybe you planned that this was going to be your best year yet, but something happened along the way. It's okay. What did you originally see when you planned for the holidays? Do you need to do the holidays differently because of pain that you're experiencing? For example, maybe you just experienced a traumatic incident and you don't really want to be around a lot of family this year. That's okay. Maybe you opt to attend Friendsgiving instead of being around your family. And I don't want you to feel bad about that if that's a choice that you have to make. I want you to remember also that you don't have to explain your actions to anybody, but it can be helpful in softening the blow. It can be a growth experience for you in learning how to navigate conflict, how to use your voice, how to show up boldly and advocate for yourself. So remember that even though you don't necessarily have to explain yourself, because I'm grown now. Yes, you are, honey. You are totally grown. But it can be helpful to just simply go ahead and explain to the degree that you feel comfortable, because I don't think that you have to go into great detail to explain everything to everybody, right? Not every detail, because we're not sharing all of that tea. We're not spilling all that tea like that, especially not to some people that might be responsible for our pain. We're going to use some wisdom, okay? Especially if we're not exactly healed, because I think you can set yourself up for failure if you go into the situation expecting understanding and expecting people to just be remorseful for hurting you in a particular way when it just doesn't make sense to them. If the math is not mathing for them, it does not matter how you explain it, how you break it down, what you do, you will probably walk away from that experience not really feeling so great. So I don't really want you to set yourself up for an experience like that. I want you to just try to be fully present in these moments, right? And I want you to ask yourself a few questions. During the year, during regular times, what is it that brings you joy? What is it that even makes you smile a little bit? You know how you have those experiences where you're like, so for example, for me, is one of my friends, like if I'm texting something, she is like always off the chain and petty, okay? And if you listen to this girl, you know who you are. Don't even play. She's always off the chain and she is always petty. And so when she is texting me, there is always something petty in her text message. And my family can always tell when I'm texting her because I may not be aware of it, but when I'm reading her text, I'm always laughing or smiling. And they are like, what, you just got a text from Miss Blank? And I'd be like, yes, I did. And she's still on that garbage. And she still be on that garbage. And I'd be like, yo, pipe down, Pollyanna. Okay? Like, pipe it all the way down, Pollyanna. Anyway, I just want you to spend some time really thinking about how to create your ideal holiday, like what you picture, and then where you are, and let's try to bridge the gap in between. Let's try and fill in those pieces. What can you realistically accomplish for the holidays? What experience can you realistically have? So for example, if you originally envisioned yourself in New York on, I don't know, somewhere in New York, having a great time with your people, but your money kind of funny right now, that's not really realistic. But what elements of that experience that you planned can you bring into where you are now? How can you still create the experience here that maybe you wanted to create in New York, right? Because there is always a way, even if it's not giving you the full experience, you can still get some level of joy, some happiness, some satisfaction from it. And how can you change your perspective? How can you see it completely different, right? Like, okay, let's say that if we normally just sit around and watch TV for the holidays, but you want to practice a routine like me and my family, I don't really want to make it tough. I just want to tell you that I had enough. Hey, it might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, 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 bye. Okay, let's say that you want to join the band. If you would like to join the band, then how can you get people on board for that? So that then becomes one of your holiday traditions. At this point, it's a bunch of YouTube videos out there for karaoke. It's a bunch of YouTube videos out there for teaching you the dance moves, like choreography. There's just so much that you can do. So I want you to see the holidays a little bit different. I want you to open yourself up to imagine a different version of the holidays, because they don't always have to go how they have gone. I know if you've been listening to this series, you have heard me say that so many times, and it's because I really want you to get it. I want you to understand that you are in control. You get to decide. You get to decide what is in alignment for you now, what is not working for you, and then how to move forward. You get to set up new traditions. You get to set up new fun things, and you get to incorporate other people's ideas as well. And that is exciting. Doing this is exciting. Setting up new things is exciting. So get excited, because your life is about to change and it's going to shift for the better. It's time to talk about what I have been loving, product recommendations, shout outs to family and friends, and so much more. So I know that y'all know, and y'all been following, that I've been doing my own nails lately. Okay, this set I'm pretty proud of, so y'all could take a little gander here. It's probably like a week old-ish, somewhere in there. But what I have been loving this week is a YouTuber, Lisette Cruz. And I'm not really an acrylic girl or a polygel girl. I tried polygel and it did not, like, girl, it was not working. It was not giving what it was supposed to have gave, right? So I'm really good with gel. And I discovered through Lisette's channel hard gels. So I had to cop Lisette's stuff. I will be showing y'all, because I know y'all care about this. Y'all be hitting me up. Y'all be hitting me up saying like, oh yeah, see I saw your nails. They were super cute. Or what's the set for this week? So I got y'all. I'm going to be keeping y'all updated. So I bought a couple of Lisette's things and I'm so excited about it. I got her small kit. So I got the nail cleanser, and her packaging is so cute. I got this True Nude hard gel. I just think this, like, her product, that it's all giving what it's supposed to have gave. I'm gonna try my best to show y'all the inside of this gel, but basically I don't want to do too much, y'all. I'm sorry, I can't show y'all because I'm not trying to make a mess. But I got True Nude. I'll tag her channel here so y'all can go there. And then I got Dusty Rose, because I'm like all about the nudes and the roses and pinks when it comes to my nails. And then she had a bunch of accessory kits, or an accessory kit bundle. So I don't even know like how I'm going to use all of this, but this is what I've been loving. For my listeners, y'all can head on over to my YouTube channel so you can see this. I know some of y'all probably looking at this like, girl, you about to get crazy with your nails. Not really, but maybe a little bit. This is what I was super excited about. These cuticle bars. I think these are so cute. So these bars are like nail decor that go right there up against the cuticle. I think they just add like a little pop, and they're so cute. So after I do this, I'm going to show y'all this probably on my stories though. Maybe we'll see if y'all get to catch a set on here. I don't know. I also got some nail caviar, or some caviar beads as well for going on the nails. And then her gel brushes, so cute, and all the rest of her basic stuff. But that's what I've been loving this week. And I've been loving it because the process of doing my nails allows me to be creative, but also gives me something to focus on and to be excited about. And I get to, again, create something new every time I redo my nails. And I'm not even gonna lie, like y'all be gassing me up, okay? Y'all be gassing me up. And when I be going to stores and stuff, they be like, oh my God, your nails are so cute. I be like, thank you, girl. I did them myself. So anyway, just a fun little hobby. And if you would have asked me years ago, oh, Sita, would you ever do your own nails? Child, I would have been like, no, because I didn't think that I could do it. But my point here in sharing all of this stuff that I got from Lisette and just in getting you hyped and talking about this and reflecting on the things that you're loving is so that you can discover new parts of yourself, so that you get to, again, create those moments of happiness, those moments of joy that really brighten up your day. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, share the love, share it with your mama, share it with your auntie, share it with your best friend, and then head on over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. Reviews help the podcast to grow. That is all I have for you. I will see you out in these social media streets. Bye.